Welcome back. We're jumping right back in where we left off. The two massive armies, the Kurus and the Pāṇḍavas, are staring each other down on the battlefield of Kurukṣetra. The banners are flying, everyone's information, and you can just feel the tension in the air. But here's the thing. This isn't just about physical fighting. Nope. Before a single sword is drawn, a whole different battle has to be fought, a psychological one. A war of sound, of will. The very first moves on this field are all about pumping up your own side while completely shattering the confidence of your enemy. And it all kicks off with one single command. And yeah, it all begins with a final order from the leader of the Kuru army, the prince who has everything to lose, Duryodhana. He turns to his generals and says, "All of you must now give full support to Grandfather Bhīṣma as you stand at your respective strategic points." So what he's really saying is, listen up, everyone. Your number one job, above all else, is to protect our commander. Now, what's so fascinating here is the psychology behind this order. On one hand, Duryodhana is totally confident in Bhīṣma's power. But you can also hear this deep-seated anxiety. He knows that, yeah, Bhīṣma is the greatest warrior out there, but he's also an old man. Duryodhana is terrified that if Bhīṣma gets bogged down in a fight on one side, the enemy could punch a hole right through their formation. The whole Kuru strategy, literally everything, hinges on protecting their powerful and maybe vulnerable commander. So, with that final order given, the first sound of the battle finally erupts, and it comes from the grandfather himself. Just try to picture this. To break that heavy silence, the oldest, most respected warrior on the entire field, Bhīṣma, just lets loose with this sound that isn't just a signal, it's a declaration of power. The text says it was like a lion's roar, a sound meant to project pure strength and dominance. But there was a very specific, almost personal reason for this. Bhīṣma could feel that his grandson Duryodhana was down, that he was uncertain. So this huge blast from his conch was really for him. It was Bhīṣma's way of trying to cheer him up, of saying, hey, I'm here and I'm going to fight for you with every last breath. And that one signal is all it took. The entire Kuru army just explodes with sound. Suddenly, the air is ripped apart by a chaotic blast of conch shells, kettle drums, bugles, trumpets, and horns, all at once. It's this massive wall of noise designed to do one thing, strike terror into the hearts of their enemies. So the Kurus have made their move. They've made their statement. But the answer from the Pāṇḍavas side, well, that's going to be something else entirely. Something on a whole different level. Over on the other side of the field, the vibe is totally different. You've got Lord Kṛṣṇa and Arjuna stationed on this incredible chariot drawn by these brilliant white horses. And in response to the Kuru's earthly roar, they sound their own conch shells. And the text uses a very specific, very important word to describe them. Transcendental. And that one word tells you everything you need to know about the difference between these two armies. The sound from the Kuru side, that was all about material strength, military might. But the sound from the Pāṇḍavas was more. It was transcendental, because Lord Krishna himself, the supreme personality of Godhead, was right there with them. And where the Lord is, victory is guaranteed. This wasn't just a challenge. It was a cosmic statement that the battle's outcome was already a done deal. The text even uses a special name for Krishna right here, Hrishikesha. This name means the director of the senses. It's a little reminder that Krishna isn't just a taxi driver on this chariot. He is actively guiding the senses, the mind, the very actions of his pure devotee, Arjuna, leading him with perfect divine insight. And it wasn't just Krishna and Arjuna. Oh no. One by one, all the great heroes of the Pāṇḍava army join in. From Arjuna's the Devadatta to Bhima's absolutely terrifying Pāṇḍava, each warrior sounds their own unique conch shell, creating this incredible, unified symphony of divine power. So now you have these two colossal sounds echoing across the battlefield, but the effect these sounds have, well, they could not be more different. The combined blast from the Pāṇḍava side is described as simply uproarious. It was a sound so immense, so all-consuming, that it felt like it filled every inch of space, vibrating from the very earth all the way up into the sky. And there it is. That's the result. This one powerful line tells us who won the war of sound. It didn't just frighten the Kuru army. It shattered their hearts. It broke their morale, their spirit, their will to fight, before a single arrow had even been shot. So you have to ask, why was this so one-sided? Why weren't the Pāṇḍavas' hearts shattered by the Kuru's roar? And the answer is actually really simple. They had something the other side could never have: complete and total faith in Lord Krishna. When you take shelter of the Supreme, there's nothing left to fear, even when you're facing a catastrophe. Their confidence was absolute. With the enemy already psychologically broken, the moment for action has finally come. And every eye on that field turns to the greatest archer of them all, Arjuna. So here we see him, Arjuna, sitting in his chariot, with his banner proudly displaying the emblem of Hanuman, which is yet another sign of certain victory. He looks out across the field and sees the sons of Dhṛtarāṣṭra, his own family, all arranged for war. The war of sound is officially over. And in this incredibly crucial moment, right as the real battle is about to begin, Arjuna picks up his legendary bow, the Gandhiva. He is ready. He is poised to fight. But just before he lets those arrows fly, he turns and he speaks to his charioteer, his best friend, Lord Krishna. And this conversation is about to change everything. Think about it. The stage is perfectly set for a Pāṇḍava victory. Their enemies are totally demoralized. Their greatest warrior is ready to strike. So what could Arjuna possibly say to Lord Krishna right now that would stop this entire war in its tracks and kick off the most profound philosophical teaching the world has ever known?